Now, I really don't understand what is going on in the parliament or with these members of parliament. In as much as maybe they are taking a lot of time. Okay, let us now speak the truth. These guys are taking a lot of time arguing on matters that do not even help Kenyans. These things are helping them. Being the majority, being the minority, at this hour does not help us. Now, I've had, I was listening to Ichung'wah, who the former majority leader, trying to argue that some members who are there in the Azimio, the ANC, or some members from other parties who combined together to form Azimio la Umoja had signed out. Now, these people bringing the arguments of court in parliament. One thing I know, or according to me, I think that the decisions that were made in court are supposed to be argued in court. Now, if you have a problem with court's issue that Azimio la Umoja had the majority, why can't you take that argument to court instead of bringing it to parliament? One thing what I was expecting from these people is, now after the court had made a decision that the Azimio la Umoja are the majority, why can't they just take it like that, now do the needful? After that, they continue. They're just coming from the recess. Now they're behaving as if they're kids. Somebody like Osoro, I don't know, arguing about what. Now there is this thing that Ichung'wah was saying. Let me just read it for you, and then I also play you his video, what he was saying. Now Ichung'wah is saying this, saying that I have seen letters confirming that UDM, MCCP, PA, and MDG have left Azimio. Honorable Sabina Chege, I am referring to letters that I have honored. I have Honorable Speaker, and I will table them before the House because I have copies in my office. Honorable Speaker, look at these facts and also consider the fact that today Honorable Osoro submitted a letter to you regarding my nomination and election as the leader of majority in September 2022, signed and asserted by over 171 members of this house. So these people are still arguing. Ichung'wah doesn't want to accept that court has ruled that he is not the majority, he is the minority. Are you seeing? He doesn't want to accept the fact. Now let us listen to his statement.
In letters that confirm that UDM, MCCCP, PA, MDDG have left Azimio. The Honorable Sabina Chege, Honorable Speaker, I am speaking about the letters, Honorable Speaker, that I have, which I will table before the House, Honorable Speaker, because I have copies in the office from the registrar of political parties. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, I want to beg of you that as you make that decision, look at those facts. Also, Honorable Speaker, look at the facts that today, Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Osoro, did submit a letter to you on my nomination and election as a leader of majority in September of 2022, signed and assented to by over 171 members of this House. The Honorable Junet Mohammed, late last year, after the Honorable Pio left, did submit the whip.
Yes, wind up.
The Honorable Junet Mohammed, in his nomination as the leader of minority, did submit a letter nominating him upon election by Azimio coalition as the minority leader, signed by a paltry 80 members of the Azimio coalition. Actually less than even what is provided for in our own standing orders, Honorable Speaker. Less than what is provided for in our standing orders, because our standing orders have a certain threshold as to who and how many members should have elected you as a minority leader, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, it is my humble submission that you have facts on your table. Make a ruling when the time comes. A very good constitution, Honorable Speaker. And as much as I respect the decision of the court, I completely disagree with the court in many aspects, and some of which have been touched on. I do not want to dwell on to them, Honorable Speaker. But the question that we need to ask you, Honorable Speaker, and ask ourselves, what is it out of the 34 prayers? Honorable Speaker, there is a lot of loud consultations behind me.
Order, members.
I'll say, Honorable Speaker, the gentlemen who went to court went to court with a total of 34 prayers before the court. Amongst those prayers was a declaration by the court that the Azimio coalition be declared as a majority party and the leader of the Azimio coalition in parliament be declared as the majority leader in the House. The court declined to give that declaration or that ruling. The only ruling out of the 34, Honorable Speaker, that was given by the court was to annul your ruling of October 2022. And the import of that annulment, Honorable Speaker, when they said that they found it to be unconstitutional, null and void, the import of that is we go back to the status quo as at 9th of August 2022.
It's called status quo ante.
Status quo ante, Honorable Speaker.
Now, I think what Kimani Ichung'wah is trying to do, Kimani Ichung'wah is trying to appeal court's decision in parliament. Now, there is no way Speaker Wetangula is going to help. If you want to appeal, go and appeal in court. Don't appeal in parliament. And the second story I've had Speaker of the National Assembly, that is Wetangula. Wetangula has openly opened his mouth this day and said that there is no other person who can decide, not even the court, that not even the court can decide who is the majority and who is the minority. So it still remains that the UDA, the Kenya Kwanza government, is still the majority.
If you listen to me carefully, Robert Mbui, order members, and I want you to listen to this carefully. Order members, order. I did say, Robert Mbui, and you are misconducting yourself. You are too senior to be told to leave the chamber. I did say, and I want to repeat, and Emilio Odhiambo, who raised the point, has read this judgment clearly. The judgment quashed the direction of the Speaker on the majority-minority. The judgment never declared who is the majority. It is not the court to declare the majority. It is the Speaker of this House. And you better know that. It is the Speaker of the House to declare the majority.
That is according to him. Now, what this guy wants to tell us, that he's a senior lawyer, so he knows more than the judges. I really don't understand. Why can't this man just accept the fact that court have decided? Now, these are the kind of arguments that if we continue with them like this, we will not make any progress. Because this thing goes like this. Every now and then, every day and night, every day and that, we keep on arguing. These guys keep on arguing, and then time goes. Now, like today, they've spent the whole day, and now remember, every sitting there must be an allowance. So today's Kenyan taxes have been wasted on fake arguments like, oh, the court decided I am the person to make decisions. I've been impeached from being the majority unconstitutionally. So such kind of arguments. I really don't know what to think concerning this. I just want to give you time in the comment section to also tell me what to think concerning this argument. They've taken over the whole day arguing instead of accepting, and then the life continues, because at the end of the day they can't reverse what has been made by the court. Let me know what you think in the comment section concerning this. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface Awino. Bye bye.